Hey guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, that is Sam, and today we are watching Season 3, Episode 11 of Lost. I'm very excited because I've been busy doing Andor, which I'm sure you've maybe seen. Even if you don't watch it, there's been lots of videos posted. So it's been a minute since I've gotten to actually sit down and watch Lost, and I've missed these characters. We also left off on kind of a cliffhanger with Rousseau and Kate and talking about Alex potentially being Rousseau's daughter, which I've called her Rousseau's daughter this whole time, so I hope that she is. But yeah, I am excited. We are going to try to find the others. Hopefully we will, and then we'll find their whole settlement. We'll see they have like houses and electricity and all kinds of shit. Maybe internet, because how else would they know all the information that they know? Also, somebody can leave, because Middleos bioscience guy, whose name I forget at this current time. Anyway, that's sort of where we are. Hurley also found a van, I guess you would say, and so I don't know if they're going to be able to use that, because gas and also island with no real roads that we've seen so far, but it's still exciting. I love a Hurley episode, so I'm excited to see whose episode this is going to be. So let me stop rambling and let's get into it. Oh, he's got the little half up, half down again. That's my pen, bud.
Hey, that's my guns and ammo. Where the hell did you get it?
Wasn't the magazine stock? We share things now.
Listen, Zorro. It was in my stuff. Stuff you all decided to have yourselves a little party with while you thought I was dead.
Listen, Hillbilly, if you want it that bad,
Hillbilly.
take it.
Let's just keep it.
A cow! Sorry, I love cows. Mm-hmm. They got horses, frickin' cows. Is that Eye Patch? Sorry, Sammy. I didn't mean to scare you, bud. That's fucking Eye Patch. That's fucking Eye Patch.
I'm gonna let you play me for it.
He's trying to, like,
That's right, Avalanche.
pool shark them.
If you lose,
I ain't gonna lose, but
Maybe Hurley's, like, great at ping pong.
if I do, tell you what. Name it.
No nicknames for anyone. For a week.
nice.
That's a good one. That's a great
You're
one
on.
for Sawyer.
Pick your player. I'll be back in an hour. Then let the slaughter begin.
I have no interest in that man inside the house.
But he
He
could
have
lead
survived
you.
on the island precisely by avoiding these types of
But he could
attacks.
lead you to your daughter. Have you?
I'll wait for you by the stream,
Okay.
for those of you who survive.
I mean, sure, why not? She's not really like a stick with the group kind of person, at least so far.
My name is Sammy.
Najib, thank you.
Okay.
Please sit.
So Najiv is the name he's using.
I'm offering you a job because we're outsiders here. And because my chef just quit.
I find him sketch. Oh my goodness, Kitty! Kitty's so cute!
I didn't cross the line! We had a truce! This is my land! You said I could stay here!
I'm not who you think I am.
Who are you?
Look at that cat.
My name is Mikhail Bakunin,
Ran.
and I'm the last living member of the Dharma Initiative.
Oh. So they aren't the Dharma Initiative. Like,
So when did you come to the island?
see.
11 years now.
11?
Computers.
What happened to the Dharma Initiative?
Yeah.
They're all dead, of course.
What do
They
you know?
foolishly initiated a war against the hostiles.
And the hostiles allowed you to stay here?
Right?
After it was over, 4 men appeared in the yard. They offered a truce. They said to imagine a line that extended all the way around the valley. As long as I did not cross it, I would be left alone.
That's kind of what they told them too, right? Here's a line, don't cross it.
Who are they? These hostiles?
I do not know. But they were here for a long time before we were. A very long time.
A very long time. Well, we know Henry said he was born there, right? So he could even be like multiple generations in.
Here's my wife. She's in charge of the kitchen. Amira,
She's very pretty.
come meet the G.
Oh. What is that?
Are you sure this is him?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Who do they think he is?
Yeah!
One for Hurley.
1-0.
At least we were able to kill one of them.
Why are we continuing to play this little game? When we all know it is moved to the next stage.
Oh shit. Locke, where you at? Stop playing your fucking little game. A little late there, bud.
Get the rope.
I can remember every face of every
I was
person.
gonna say, he probably
She
can.
remembers your face.
That doesn't mean that he was the one who did it. Oh. It's rigged to blow. How did it let him win, though?
Value override achieved. Has there been an incursion on this station by the hostiles? Enter 7-7.
7-7.
Keep your voice low. And your hands in front of you.
That blows it up if he hit 7-7. Maybe it's good that that guy came with his little... What is this? Who the fuck is this? Is this whoever was down there?
Right there.
Oh, it's her. I was just talking about how we hadn't seen her. I guess this is where she's been.
This is simple. Send her over to me and I will release him. And we all go our separate ways.
Don't listen to him.
I'll handle this, John.
John?
Stop!
Just do it, Mikhail!
Oh, to shoot her? Because then they can't give them information.
Finish it!
No, he's not going to kill you. You have information, sir.
Sorry I beat you so bad, dude.
He hustled
Sorry
him.
you hustled me. you mean.
Yeah.
My mom had a table in her basement. And I played a lot at the this place I hung out for a while.
Santa Rosa? I can't remember.
Came to give you back some of your stuff. Because, you know you're the kind of guy that needs stuff.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Dude.
No nicknames.
A Hugo if you want.
I love it.
Get bent, Hugo.
It's comprised of houses and dormitories, with water and power, large enough to accommodate an entire community.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a place well worth visiting, don't you think?
Saeed is so smart.
After my husband and I first arrived to Paris,
That's the same fucking cat.
I was afraid to ever leave our apartment.
That's the same fucking cat, Sam. Do you see this shit?
Because I know what it is like to never feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry.
I forgive you.
She's stronger than me. I'm just gonna be straight up.
We are all capable of doing what those children did to this cat.
We're all capable of change.
But I will not do that. I will not be that.
I hope the cows are okay. I hope the cat's okay. If it's really there. Okay, there's the kitty. take it with you, Saeed. What are you doing? You can't leave a kitty. It might be a ghost cat, to be fair. Okay, you guys. So that was a great episode. I learned a lot, even if half of it was maybe not true. I also realized how gullible I was in this episode. Usually I'm suspicious of people, like the restaurant owner. I knew he had an ulterior motive for bringing Saeed to the restaurant. I did not guess that it was going to be what it was. And then I also was like believing Saeed because I was like, well, memory isn't always 100%. I was also suspicious because I was like, but again, memory isn't 100%, so Saeed could also be wrong if he thinks that it's not her. But yeah, I was just believing Mikhail, I believe. And then I was just believing Saeed, and neither of them were really telling the truth. So yeah, I don't know. My suspicious radar was just not working today. I do think it's really interesting. I really liked the Saeed bits in this episode because I do think that everything in Saeed's past is something that he has to face and atone for every single day. I think that that's a large part of his character, is him understanding what humans are capable of in the right set of circumstances, and him actively trying to be better after that, and then inevitably, sometimes failing, like he did with Henry, or Ben. Henry was his fake name, right? It's Ben. Why did I go back to Henry? Anyway, Ben. Yeah, I think essentially, what I'm trying to say is that I think that Saeed is really indicative of all of us placed in the right set of circumstances, right? Like the woman said, I can't remember if they said her name, but, was it Nadia? No, that was the cat. I can't remember if they said her name, but I think that she's right in a sense that all humans are capable, in the right circumstances, of doing pretty horrible things, right? For some of us, it would take a lot more, and some of us a lot less, but we're all capable. We all have that within us to do those sorts of things. But her saying, I'm choosing not to, I'm choosing to be different, because I'm choosing to be the person that saves the cat, right? That saves you, even though you don't necessarily deserve it. I'm choosing to forgive you. I think is just an incredibly beautiful and powerful scene, because Saeed doesn't deserve it, right? Like, at least in this moment, he's done nothing to indicate that he deserves her forgiveness, except show some level of remorse for what he did. And for her to take that and be like, you know what, I do forgive you, and I'm not going to do to you what you did to me. Like, I think she's a very strong person. Like, I don't know that I would be able to forgive somebody that did that to me that easily, And I'm not saying that it was easy for her. She's obviously lived with this for years. She pointed him out to her husband. She had her husband bring him here. She wanted him to acknowledge what he had done. And that for her was enough. For him to acknowledge that he will carry her with him the rest of his life. Not just her. And she's not alone in that, right? I think that was what was really important for her. And I think that, yeah, it was just a really powerful scene. And I think it's also an interesting scene because Saeed can lie pretty convincingly, at least for me. Like, sure, I was like, well, maybe you just don't remember, because memory is very, very, very faulty. And each time we remember something, we change tiny, intricate details of it. You know, like we don't remember 100% things as they happened, right? So I was like, it's very possible that he just doesn't remember because memory is not exact, right? It's not an exact science. And so I was like, maybe. But then when he's like, I didn't hurt women, I was like, well, if he's saying that, and I'm going to believe him because it's Saeed, then maybe she's just mistaken. But no, he was just lying. And you can understand why he was lying in that moment. He didn't want to get killed. But it also makes me be like, I cannot tell when Saeed is lying because I just like him so much. Yeah. I also have never met Mikhail as a character, so I obviously did not know that he was lying. Everything he was saying seemed possible to me because the others have done what he's saying before. Like, they said to them, like, if you don't cross this line, we're good. Like, I thought maybe the others were like, we can use him. But, of course, if he's only one person, it doesn't make sense that the others wouldn't just take what they thought was theirs. Because that's kind of what they do. So it definitely makes more sense that he's actually one of them. I am interested in this whole Dharma initiative framing the others as hostiles. Like, the Dharma initiative knew that this group of people already lived here on this island at the time that they created the Dharma initiative and put these other people on the island. And then they taught the people that they put on the island that the others were hostile. And it does make you wonder if they weren't always that way and they were made to be that way because of the people who came to the place that they already lived and made them fight for it, right? I don't think it excuses the things that they have done to the survivors of Oceanic Flight 815, but I think it could very well explain their behavior if they are just people who were peacefully living on this island, living their lives, trying to get by, like they just happened to live here. And then this group of people came and maybe attacked them, maybe saw them as a threat, maybe were told things that made them think that they should act a certain way. And then the others realized that they had to shore up and then defend themselves, right? Now, it's also interesting that whoever the fuck Middle-earth Bioscience is involved in this, because I don't think that they're part of the Dharma initiative because Juliet, who got sent there by Middle-earth, went with the others versus the Dharma initiative, unless we're just not seeing everything, unless there's more to it than that, because obviously there's still a lot of gaps in the history that I don't know and that I'm missing at this current time. So it's just interesting. It's interesting if the others were maybe not the aggressors with Dharma initiative. It's also interesting that this Dharma initiative place, like, was 77. Like, was that the Dharma initiative that rigged the C4 and got it to explode if you clicked Order 77 to keep the hostiles from taking stuff? Or was it something else and then the others put the dynamite there once they took over? Also, sadly, because the place is now fucking ashes, we don't get to see whatever was in those boxes and all those notebooks about Dharma initiative. That could have been very valuable information that we needed. I wish sometimes that Locke would think things through before he just kind of does them. You know? I don't know if he didn't know about the C4, but when I saw the C4, and then they're like, if the hostiles are invading or incursion by hostiles, press 77, I was like, it's gonna be linked and they're gonna blow up. I also hope that the little coos are fine. I hope the cat is fine. We saw the cat. If the cat is even there and real, or like, it's very confusing because there's no way that this cat should be on the island. And yet it is on the island. And yet other people saw it besides Saeed, so it's not just a ghost cat. Unless it's just two cats that look similar. Because, I mean, let's be honest, there can be two cats that look exactly the fucking same in the world. They're not exactly like people. Like, two random cats can look very similar. But, I don't know. I hope the cat will be okay. I'm kind of upset that they did not take the cat. I'm not gonna lie. You blow up its house. Take away its food and water source, and then you just leave it in the woods. Like, that's kind of fucked up. I hope that it follows them back, because that's really fun. Also, what about the cows? Which are hopefully not dead. And the horse. There was a horse. I'm just concerned about all the animals that had no idea what the fuck was happening and then are possibly now without food and water sources or injured because these fucking people came to where their owner was. You know what I'm saying? Like, their person. I don't like the word owner. I don't know why I said that. Their person. I think it's so funny that that Hurley hustled Sawyer. It was so obvious that it was happening, and I love that Sawyer's ego just made him completely oblivious to the fact that clearly Hurley had some expertise in ping pong, or he wouldn't have been like, well, what do we get if we win? Like, I'm suspicious if I'm Sawyer about that person. I'm like, well, are you a secret fucking ping pong whiz? Which, yeah, he was. But, like, I just love that Sawyer just is so overconfident that he can't even consider that someone else could maybe have expertise in this thing that he doesn't. And I love that the thing that they wanted was that he didn't give people nicknames for a week, because Sawyer should have to do that. Sawyer should have to acknowledge people and, like, be less of an asshole sometimes, you know? Also, since we know now that Mikel's story was fake, I wonder if the answer to newspaper ad, like, would you like to save the world bit, was real. And I wonder if they know that because they, like, tortured someone from the Dharma Initiative. I think it's very possible. I don't know. I don't know what to believe of what he said because he was lying. But obviously, he knows. You know what's interesting is the woman that he was with, she wanted him to kill her and then kill himself, so they couldn't give them any information. But then he said, I'll die before I tell you anything. But he must not be too confident in that, or else he wouldn't have wanted to kill himself. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Also, am I remembering correctly that Nadia is the woman that Saeed was in love with as well, aside from just the kitty? Nadia. Saeed's love. That's what I wrote. Okay. Yeah, so I was thinking during the episode that it was interesting that the cat's name was Nadia, at least the one on the island, because that's the woman Saeed loved. So, yeah. Just an interesting little thing. Not sure that it's, like, super relevant or matters a lot, but I think it is supposed to be, like, a little nod to that in another Saeed episode, so it makes sense, and I liked that. Yeah, I think that is all that I really have to say about that episode. I really liked it. I thought it was really interesting. I always think that, you know, episodes regarding humans and what humans are capable of and people choosing to be better than our base sort of instincts is, I always think it's a fascinating subject, as well as the idea of memory and how reliable it is, and then also, like, how the things throughout our lives affect us and change us and make us who we are. like Saeed was changed by becoming a torturer, and then by being haunted by that, and then by dealing with this woman. Like, he was changed by all of that. Like, those moments all shifted and altered who Saeed is into the Saeed that we see today when we're watching the show. So I just think that that's very interesting. And I also think it's interesting, even though sometimes it is frustrating, Locke's just determination to have faith and be guided by that. He's like, I think I want to play this game. I think I want to press these buttons. And then he just does it. He's not like, what are the consequences of these choices? Which maybe he should, but he just has faith that the island is guiding him to what it wants him to do, and so he's gonna do it. Which is just very interesting. Anyway, I am still rambling. If you guys want, you can watch the next episode right now over on Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and all the episodes of Lost thus far. That is over on Patreon as well. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time for episode 12. Until then, bye guys!